Hi everyone, welcome to this Q&A session. My name is Lisa, and in this live video I'm going to talk about matrix of destiny, or what many people call also the matrix of fate. I know that you have a lot of questions and you've been asking me, you've been commenting on my previous videos about it, that you want to know more about the matrix of destiny. What is it? How to calculate your numbers? How to know all of the differences between them? Like, what are the differences between them? So, in this live Q&A, I'm going to answer all your questions and I'm going to go again through the matrix of destiny, how to draw it, the differences and meanings of each numbers, why do we need it, what it can tell and show us, and we can start this live. And if you have any questions, please feel free to post a comment, and it's a live Q&A. So the whole idea is you asking me questions about matrix of destiny, or as I said, we also call it matrix of fate. So if you want to search for more information, like for example online, you can also try googling and using matrix of fate. Okay, let's start it out. As I said, this whole Q&A is about numerology in general, and in my work I use two matrices. So we have matrix of destiny or fate, and I also use matrix of resources. If you watch my previous videos, you've probably seen other videos how I do and talk about celebrities, their numbers. I do the whole numerology explained episodes on that, and I use matrix of resources. So matrix of resources is about resources which are given to us when we were born. And there are 9 different resources, and we can have some resources we don't have. We have, for some others, we have too much of them. And we talk about ability to speak, public speaking, communication skills. We also talk about intuition. We talk about luck, self-confidence, analytical thinking, logic, sexual energy, and all of those things. It comes to matrix of resources. So as I said, there are different numbers. There are 9 of them, and this matrix of resources also helps me to compare. If we're talking about couples, if we're talking about relationships, this matrix of resources can help me to see are people compatible or not. What are different things they need to pay attention to? What is this union about? What type of relationship is that? There are different types of relationships, karmic relationships, or maybe it's a destiny and fate relationship. So we'll talk about that as well in the matrix of resources. The matrix of destiny, your favorite one, and a lot of people love it, and I love it too. So the matrix of destiny, those ones are different 22 numbers, 22 energies. And those energies, if you are familiar with tarot, those 22 energies in matrix of resources are actually were actually taken from major arcanas in tarot. It's not the other way around, that this matrix of destiny created the tarot. No, it's like the whole matrix of destiny and fate is based on the 22 energies of major arcanas from tarot. So now you know. And energies can be both positive, they can be negative as well. And our main idea is that we have to make sure that we try our best and we turn them into the positive side, that the way we behave, the way we use those energies, we need them to be positive. All those negatives, why do we need negative energies? So, like, why do we need to know them? Because those ones are like your negative behavior traits, some areas where you may have some problems or difficulties. Like, for example, if we talk karmic lessons in a matrix of destiny, right? I will explain you later where to find them. They are given to us in a negative way. Those energies are always will be given to us in a negative way, and that's where we will have different life lessons, difficulties, challenges. That's why we need to understand how to transfer this energy from negative to positive. That's very important to know. That's why we need them. For some negative sides of the energies, we also don't see them. Other people, they see it in us. So it's also great to be aware in general who you are, what is inside of you, how other people see you. Maybe you don't pay attention to it, but it is inside of you, and that's the way you behave and act in certain situations or certain circumstances. That's why we do need to know both positive sides and both negative sides of those energies. For example, if we talk about money, right? If we talk about career, so there is a specific energy for everyone that needs to be in a positive side. If it's a negative side, you're struggling with your finances, you're struggling with earning more income, or you're stuck, like you cannot grow, you're not moving anywhere. So that's why we do need to know, like, what is this energy? What is the number? What are the key lessons for you when it comes to money, when it comes to career, things you need to be aware of and pay more attention. Like, let's say for some people, it's all about giving and receiving. You always need to have this balance. If you give something to people, you need to get something back. Like, for example, for some people, they should always charge for their job. Never do anything for free. Never just give, but you should get something in return, some kind of energy in return. So those things are important when it comes to energies, like positive sides and negative sides of the energies. And I will tell you more about them later in this live Q&A, but also, again, ask your questions if you have about specific energy, because we have 22 energies. So it's a lot to cover. And then based on the position of each energy, it can mean different things. Like, let's say there is energy number 14, which is inside of you in your character. Then this energy number 14 can be in your karmic lessons, and then it can be as your destiny, and then it can be in your career. It's gonna all, like, of course, the idea, the general idea, it's the same, but it's the same energy. But based on the position, some of the things that will get changed, especially if we say, like, what kind of jobs do I need to do based on this 14th energy? Like, we will have to list the jobs and not just the description of the energy and positive or negative side of it, right? So we will talk about it, and we will draw, again, the matrix of destiny, so you can calculate and draw your matrix of destiny and ask me any questions if you have about it. Okay. Why don't we do it right now? I know many of you probably have seen the previous video on how to to do the matrix of destiny, how to draw it. But I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to do it together, so you can give it a try and you can draw your matrix of destiny as well with me during this live. Okay. So what we need for matrix of destiny, we need your date of birth. Okay. Let's say I'm going to take my date of birth just to make it easy, right? September 17, 1997. That's my date of birth. Now what we gonna do, we're gonna draw, oops, sorry. We're gonna draw, I'm gonna try to make it as accurate as possible. Oh, something does like this. But you got an idea. And we're gonna put the numbers. First, we take your day of birth. For me, it's 17, and we're gonna start putting it here. September, we need the numbers. It's 9th month. So 17 goes here. Then we have 9 here on top. That's the months when you were born. Then the next number, you will probably guess it's a year when you were born. But what we need to do, we're not going to put 1997 right to our corner here. What we need to do is that we need to add all these numbers. 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 7. And we have, what's important to remember, that is that we have 22 energies. Before I proceed, this is important to say. Why it's important? Because if you were born on 23rd, you're not going to put 23 here. What you will have to do is that you will have to add 2 plus 3, and it will be 5. Maximum, again, we have 22 energies from 1 till 22. Whatever is over 22, you will have to add these numbers. Let's say you were born on 28. You will have 2 plus 8. We have 10. Because we're not going to do 1 plus 0. It's 1. No, like, because we have energy number 10, right? It's within 22. So we keep it as 10. Okay. So this is very important to remember, is that we only have 22 energies, no more. So if your number is over 22, like let's say my year, we're calculating it here, it's going to be 26. We don't have 26 energy. So what we'll have to do, we have to add again 2 plus 6. It will be 8. And so this number 8 I put here. Okay. One more time. We start with the day when you were born. So for me, it's number 17. We go on the left side, right? This corner. I will highlight. It's the first place we start. Then we move to the months. I'll make them same size. Let me try. Then we go to the months. 9. Okay. And then we have the last number is our year. And what we did, again, 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 7. It's 26. 2 plus 6, it's 8. If it was like, let's say 24 or 22, sorry. If it was like 22, we will put 22 like here, in the position of number 8. But it's over 22. We have to add all those numbers again. Okay? If you have any questions, if it's not clear, please let me know. Okay? Now, the next step, how do we get the fourth number in this corner? We will have to add all our numbers again, all of these numbers. 17 plus 9 plus 8. It's going to be 34. Definitely over 22, right? So 3 plus 4, we'll do it again. I just want to break it down for you. And we get 7. Here we go. Okay. So again, for this last number, we add all these 3 numbers together. 17 plus 9 plus 8, it's 34. And 3 plus 4, it's 7. And we have our last number, number 7. Then we need to calculate the number in the middle. The number in the middle is our energy, like who we are inside and inside out, our talents and everything. So that's energy. It's your energy, your main energy number. It's in the center of everything. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the center here like this. I should have done that with all previous numbers to make it look more accurate, but I hope it makes sense for you. What we have to do with this number, how to calculate the last number. If you've seen the previous video, you are probably already aware of how to calculate it, but we're going to do it all together again. So how to calculate? Probably you already got an idea. So we have 4 numbers now. So what we have to do, we have to add all these 4 numbers together. 17, I'm going to do the same steps as I did in here. 17 plus 9 plus 8. Now we have 7 plus 7. I already know that it was 34. So 34 plus 7 is 41. And yeah, we don't have energy number 41. So we do 4 plus 1 again. And we get 5. And it goes in the middle. So that's the main energy number 5. I'll try to make it more accurate. We're going to continue building and getting more numbers, and I will explain you the rest of the numbers. Okay. How everyone is doing. If you have any questions or if you are struggling, let me know. Okay. Let's move forward. Next number, what do you want to go? Do you want to go with money? Or do you want to go with career? Or you want to go with karmic lessons? We can go anywhere we want from here, right? But we can do, let's do money. I'm going to pick green color. The money line is this line. Between 5 to 8. That's all about money. The main energy that we get, 5 plus 8 is 13. It goes here. I'm going to do, let's do it like this. 5 plus 8 is 13. Let me know if you can see my screen, and let me know if you can see how I write down all the numbers. Then let me draw some more lines. As you probably already see, there are a lot of them. Next number, which we gonna get, I will get back to the money because we're missing some numbers. But number 13, it's the main one when it comes to money. But I will get back to it as well. We just need to finish our karmic lessons. Let's finish our karmic lessons. It's this main line because we do need some numbers in order to proceed with love and with money. Okay. So what do we do here? Probably you already got an idea. I'll write it down. Karmic lessons. What we do is that we add 5 plus 7. And we get number 12. It's going to go here. But we have one more number in a karmic lessons. And what we do here, you probably already got an idea. It's 12 plus 7. It's 19. So in total, we have 3 numbers. Number 7. 12, 19, and 7 for our main karmic lessons. Okay? Now we can move to the next numbers. Corners. We did 4 corners. We didn't do some corners of the square. What are those ones, those mysterious corners? I know that in my previous video, I didn't really talk about them because I don't usually go that deep when it comes to the sessions, and people don't really need to know all this information. But for you, I'll tell you everything today so you have a better idea and an understanding in general of your matrix of fate and your matrix of destiny. The rest of the corners are pretty straightforward. Again, what we do is we just add these 2 numbers. We add these 2 numbers. and we add these two numbers and these two numbers, right? So it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna put my numbers because I already know them, but you can calculate yours. So 17 plus 9. In total, we get 8 here because it's 26. 2 plus 6, it's 8. 9 plus 8, we get 17. 8 plus 7 is 15. 17 plus 7. Okay. And in total, we get 6. We're going to put all these corners. What are those corners? The corners are when it comes to our family. So we have men's line and we have women's line when it comes to our ancestors. So the main lessons from your parents, the main lessons, not just from your parents, but from your all family, two family lines when it comes to all men and when it comes to all women. In general, your ancestors, your like family constellations and all of those things, they will go here. So 8 and 15 line, it comes to man from your dad's side, everyone from your dad's side, the main lessons. This and this whole line, I would say. This whole line. And another line is, you probably already guessed, it's everyone in your family from the woman's side. The main lessons, right? From the woman's side of your family, all your ancestors. What these numbers also show us, for example, if we talk about number 8, this 8, this 3 numbers. These 3 numbers are also, because the first one is about you, the 17, right? How other people see you from outside. That's your energy. Can be positive, can be negative. 80% of people, they see us from the positive side. And we have negative sides as well. So it's just important for us to know all those negative sides so we are aware of them, because sometimes we don't really need to make an effort in order to express our energy, like the outside energy. It just comes naturally. And because it comes naturally, we don't know about it. We're not aware of it. We're not aware of many different things. Let's say energy number 17, right? It's called the star. And those people are the stars. They don't really have to do a lot of things in order to shine, in order to speak, present, be around other people. But for other people, they may see the stars, because that's about other people, right? They may see the stars. It's people, it's hard to reach. It's the star. It's hard to reach. It's not possible to approach. The person is so far from everyone. And there's people with the 17th energies, they don't do really anything about it. They don't know about it. They are not aware about all of those things, and that those people are hard to approach. I have my personal example when it comes to this energy, because that's my matrix, right? When I was a teenager, I realized it later on when I started studying the numerology. When I was a teenager, one of my classmates, we were with him together in the kindergarten. Then we kind of split up and went to different schools in elementary school. And then we kind of got back to the same class when we were in secondary and high school. And in high school, we started like communicating more, like being friends, even sometimes. And the phrase he told me, like, oh, I didn't know that you're normal. I didn't know that you are a regular person. And I was like, oh, what? What do you mean? He was like, oh, I thought you're like, it's hard to approach. It's hard for you to communicate with us. He was like, I didn't know what to talk to you about. You are like somewhere unreachable, as I said, like star. And it's just hard. And I didn't really think about that back then, but as I said, when I started studying the numerology and matrix of destiny, I realized that's what he meant because I have 17th energy as a star. I don't really do anything about it. And I don't know that. I don't know that I behave that way. I don't know that for many people, I'm kind of far, unreachable, not possible to talk or discuss some general topics and ideas like far above from everyone. So this kind of things, they help you to understand first of all yourself better, and some areas which you need to focus on and pay more attention, right? Because you just don't know about it. That's it. And the energy, the eight, the second number, like in general, all these three numbers, they are about you, your interests, what inspires you when all those energies are positive. It's your inspiration. What are you interested to know and learn and study and work on? When it's a negative, you get depressed. Your depression is because all these three energies are in a negative side. Let's say number 8. For me, I'm going to show in my example. When it comes to interest and inspiration, this energy is called justice. It's all about the karmic lessons. It's all about this numerology. It's all about astrology, tarot, spiritual learnings, and psychology and ideas. That's what we can see. That's my interest. I like to understand the cause and effects. What's karma? Karma is cause and effect. That there is a reasoning behind it, like understanding, analyzing. That's the energy number 8. That's what inspires me. That's what I like to do. The energy number 9, when it comes to inspiration, it's called the hermit. It's about wisdom. It's about the desire to learn, study something like in a deeper level, actually get into the subject, understand it more. It's wisdom, right? Learning, reading more. It comes about the spirituality as well, the idea and the desire of being by yourself. And the person with this energy, it needs some free time. This person needs to be by him or herself. Sometimes meditate more, go on walks by themselves. Because I told you, this energy, when it's positive, it inspires. It's like you're excited about life. But when it's negative, you are depressed. So in this case, let's say if I don't get enough time by myself, if I don't spend enough time with myself, I'm always around people, I'm helping people, and I'm doing everything for others, and I don't take care of myself. This energy number 9, it's in the negative side, and I become depressed. I don't have physical strength. I cannot do anything. I don't want to do anything. I'm not excited about anything just because I do need some time by myself. So that's the number 9. Depends on what numbers you have. It's going to mean different things, but that's all these three numbers, 17, 8, and 9. Those ones, your inspirations, your interests. What do you want? Like 17, for example, for me, I do want to be the star. I'm not going to lie. I want it. I like it. That's why I'm here doing this live video. That's the energy number 17, because I like it. I like socials. I like blogging. I like to be on camera and I feel comfortable about it, right? So that's energy number 17. If you know your energies, you can write them in the comments, ask me, and I will help you to understand the meanings of your inspirations, 3 inspiration and interests energies. All right. So moving to the next one. I don't know even which one should we go, but we can move if we started with 9, number 9. We started talking about these 3 numbers. We can move to the next one. Maybe let's do 9 plus 5. It's going to be 14. Oops, sorry. It's going to be 14. Then we're going to do 14 plus 5. It's 19. What else are we missing here? This line in general, this not line, this one is very important. And I will explain you why in a bit. Let me finish putting the numbers. And then we need, what other numbers are we missing? 9, 14, 15, 14 is 19, 5, and we have 5 as well here. Okay. It's 14 plus 9. It's kind of the same idea what you do. You just always add these numbers together and that's it, right? So if I want to know the number 5 in between 9 plus 14, it's 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. And I think we got all of them, 2097. Yes. Why this line is important. Let me erase this one and I'll go back to this one. Why this line is important. Because all these energies, new insight, I'm gonna share a secret with you. All these energies are also related to chakras. I mean, we talk about energies. What are chakras? Chakras are also energy centers inside our body. And if you are familiar with chakras, you probably know that there are 7 of them. And they all correspond with different colors and with different meanings. I just want to do them in colors. Maybe if I do it like that. So the main one, we already know. It's number 5, right? It's the center. It's the sun. That's our 3rd chakra. Then we move to, I don't know, we can start from the bottom. We just start from the bottom and we go up, right? That's the 1st chakra. And you just keep going up and up, meaning that on top, number 9, I'll do it in purple. I'm doing them in colors based on chakras colors, right? But you probably got an idea. It's that all these numbers, the main ones, this line, which I just, sorry, my number 9 lost its color. Okay. It's everywhere now. Okay. And we know, if you are familiar with chakras, if you know the meaning of them, what are they about, it can help you to understand things better about yourself, about your energies. If you have different blocks, if you're struggling with something, like for example, what do you need to do to understand your highest self? How can you get more connected with the universe, with the God? You need to work on your top energy. The middle energy, the main one, and energy number 5, as I said, as it's 3rd chakra. When it comes to life, it's sun, right? It gives you the main energy. And if your main energy is in the negative side, of course, you're going to have problems in your life, depression, anxiety, not feeling happy, not being able to express yourself. Like, it also comes to fulfillment, right? So you're going to struggle with that. So if you know chakras, I'm not going to go deep in talking about that because I know it's a completely different topic. But this main line from bottom to top, it's all about different chakras. If you wonder about the colors, if you want to continue, the number 19 is not going to be any color. But let's say 12 is going to be the 2nd chakra. And then energy number 5, you see right now, it's going to be the 3rd. The 19 on top, it's going to be the heart chakra. And then 14, it's going to be our throat chakra. And then the energy number 5, as you see on the screen, it's going to be our 3rd eye chakra. And the top one, I already said to you, it's our main chakra when it comes to the connection with the God, with the universe, with absolute, right? So, yeah, if you are interested to know more about that, just let me know. I can help you to understand it better, or we can have a separate Q&A or a video on like just talking about chakras and meaning of chakras. All right. Next numbers. As I told you, we have a lot of different numbers right here, right? What we can also do, we talked about money, we talked about chakras. What are we missing? We're missing love, and we are missing our money. We didn't finish talking about money, and we didn't finish talking about love. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get back to money, and let's get back to love. Let's put one number here. We need to understand. That's why I was calculating the karmic sale, because we needed number 12 to finish talking about money, for example. 12 plus 13 is 25. And 7. But 7, it's going to be both for love. We already have number 12 for love. And this number 7, it's going to be for love. And you probably already guessed. What do we need? 12 plus 7. 19. That's going to be love too. And we finish money. Straightforward. 20. Right? 13, 17, 7, and 20. We are done with the main numbers. We discussed all the main numbers here. So love and money. Let's stop and pause a little bit here to talk more about them. And in general, let's go number by number. Again, me explaining you which number stands for what. Okay. So 17, we start again from the beginning, just to repeat and just to get better and memorize everything. So, and you don't, if you do it by yourself, if you watch it in the recording, so you cannot ask me different questions. So you are aware with what's going on here. So we'll start here. 17. 17, as I said, it's our outside energy. That's how other people see us, like a portrait of us, who we are to the outside world. The top one, number 9, is our mission. It's the main energy which we need to understand in order to have our mission of our soul, to complete it, to fulfill it. We need to have this energy in whatever we do. It's just the general energy when it comes to our life. That's very important, to have your life approach using the energy number 9. Okay, like in my case. So the top energy, again, that's the mission of your soul. That's the main goal for you, which was given to you for this life. The highest goal and understanding, like that's where all the secrets are. If you get this energy in a positive side, you will know everything in this life. You will get everything. You will achieve everything. You're going to have a balanced life when it comes to different spheres like money, career, health, relationships, fulfillment. That's why this energy is important. That's why we need to focus on it, because it's about every sphere of your life, and it impacts every single sphere of your life. That's why focus on it and pay more attention to it. This number 8, it's part of the money, as you could see, a money line. So it is related to money. That's the main karmic lesson when it comes to money. So even if you are doing everything right, even if you're doing the right things, the right jobs, and you're taking all the opportunities in the world, but you experience that you're struggling growing, like in your income, you are struggling in general with your income, or you keep on losing the money. If you have any problems related to your finances, money, or career, that's because of this energy. That's because you are having problems here. Just imagine it's kind of lock. It's a lock. And in order to get all the success and all the results, you need to open this lock, unlock it, and get an access to everything that you have in life. So that's your main karmic lessons, money karmic lesson. Okay. So that's why you need to pay attention to it and use this energy when it comes to your career, money, finances, to your business. That's very important. Next one is 7. But 7, it goes all together with 12, 19, and 7. And as I said, those 3 are your main karmic lessons. Mhm. Karmic lessons. Those 3 energies will be always given to you in a negative way. So your main task and your goal is to make sure that these 3 energies, you try your best. Try your best to make them positive. Okay? Because that's where you're gonna start having problems in your life, and that's where you're gonna experience some difficulties, just all spheres of your life as well, right? And even if you succeeded making them all positive, some situations will be given to you, like some tests will be always given to you. The universe, the God, they're going to continue testing you based on these 3 energies, right? If you know your 3 energies, if you are doing the calculations with me, let me know what are your 3 energies and we can talk more about it. It's also called karmic tail because like it's at the end like a tail, with all the lessons. Okay. Karmic lessons. Next, let's move to money. We already talked about the energy number 8, right? This one. That it's about money. It's a main money karmic lesson. Number 13. In general, all these 3 energies, they are about your career and what types of jobs, what type of job in general, but we have 3 of them. What types of jobs you need to do in order to succeed. So your job, your activity, whatever you are doing in life, you need to have all these 3 energies. All of them are important. Of course, number 13 is like this first number is more important because it goes first. It's more important to make sure that this number and this energy you definitely have in your life, in your job, in your career, whatever you're doing, that's very important. Like, let's say the energy number 13 is all about transformations. So, those people are good psychologists, for example, helping people to solve their problems. And for people with this energy, things always need to be new. Like, if it's something always very boring, there's nothing new, the person keeps on doing the long-term projects. For this person, meaning that's for me, it's going to be hard to dedicate and focus all their energies and time and resources on the long-term projects. Like, something new always needs to happen. Otherwise, the person becomes bored. He or she doesn't want to do anything. They're not motivated about the job. Probably even if there's nothing wrong about the job itself, but it's all the same. So when it's all the same, it's the main fear of these people, of me, right? Personally, I I can't. If it's all consistent, if it's all the same, I can't. I always need like starting new project, start new project, finish new project, started, finish. Like it always needs to change. If it's all the same, I'm not gonna last long. I'm not gonna stay long at this job, even if I like what I do, but I just can't, right? So that's one of the things. But of course, there are deeper meaning of each energies, especially when it comes to the meanings of them in terms of their job descriptions specifically. But this first energy is the most important one. You want to make sure in whatever you do, this first energy it is positive, right? This is very important. Next one is kind of top three, like top one, two, three. This is top one, that's important. This is top two, this is top three importance. So then the top two, it's like for me, it's 20s energy, and then we have seventh. So again, make sure in whatever you do in life, in your career, that you have all these three energies combined together. In my sessions, for example, when people come to the private sessions with me, I ask them, okay, what do you do in life? And I try to put them based on all these three energies. Does it work? Does whatever person is doing, like whatever person is doing right now, does it apply? Is it within this energy or not? Like sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes I look at people and say, like, why are you doing it? Like, I don't know. It brings me money, but it's not about fulfillment. The person could get way more money if he or she actually focused on bringing all these positive energies and using and implementing all these three energies in their life and their career and professional industry, professional services, and business. Okay, so that's money. Next one, love. For love, we have 12, we have 7, and we have 19. I should probably put them that other way around just to follow the order. 12, 19. Yeah. I don't like my number 19. And 7. So this is all about love. Our love relationships. What kind of person do we meet? What are we looking for? What is important for us to have in a partner? And let's say we can start with number 12. Here we don't really have top three as we have in our money side, money line. But it's just in general, it's important that the person you are dating or the person you're with has all this energies. It also comes to values, right? Like, for example, 12, it's energy when it comes to helping other people, um, like serving other people. So for me, let's say it's important that I do have a person who would take care of me, who would take care of others, who is very caring, who actually, for whom actually people are important, who loves animals as well. That the energy 12, it's also about it. So just kind of some of the things that are important to me to have in a person when it comes to the romantic relationships. Number 19 and 7, they kind of share one similar idea when it comes to the leadership. So, for example, in my case, I need a person who would be a leader, who can lead other people, who can teach other people, who can share other people, like knowledge to other people, who can manage other people. That's number 7, for example, in particular, when it comes to the managing and delegating. And the person is motivated. The person always has goals and ideas and motivations in life. The person is active. Number 7, it's active lifestyle, going and doing and executing, running somewhere, achieving goals. That's what's important for me to have in a partner who is actually very goal oriented. Number 17, it's the sun. The energy is called the sun, right? So positive person, with a positive attitude, with positive thinking, doing something for other people as well. So number 19, it comes to the communities, it comes to other people, serving other people, being a public speaker or the public figure. So helping, caring, leadership, managing other people. That's, for example, what's important for me to have in my partner. And my partner actually, my partner has all those characteristics and has all these different skills and traits in him, right? That's why probably we've been together for such a long time, for almost 8 years. And that's another idea in general about the matrix of destiny, about numerology. It can help you to understand your partner better. If you are in relationships or if you have kids, it can help you to understand your kids better, who they are, like their talents, their secrets, what's happening inside of them. Maybe if you're a parent and you don't know what your kid should do, should you take your kid to a music class or theater class or maybe sports? Some matrix of destiny and resources can actually help you with that, and it can tell you, okay, that's what is better for this person. Maybe just leave him or her alone and let him enjoy his life. Maybe that's what it's important for the kid. But it can definitely help you to understand other people better. I don't see myself in life without it. Every time I meet people, I kind of already can feel the inside energy, because there are some signs which can tell you that, oh, okay. Like, for example, with energy number 12, you see those people right away. Energy number 12, those people are very caring. Sometimes they sacrifice themselves in order to do something for other people. And you can see it in some phrases, how a person behaves, what person does for others. You can see it and you can feel it right away. So yes, that's why it's important. It's pretty cool to know other people. I remember when I was doing the interviews for some of the people in my team a while ago. And we would calculate their numbers. We could see their strengths and their weaknesses, and we can make them better. Like when people would join the team, I would do that to them so they are aware things they need to focus on, and I could support them better. Like, for example, I had a teacher in my team. She was amazing, but she struggled with presenting and speaking, and I could see that based on the metrics. So if we would host some live lessons at our school, I would always join her and I would help her, I would guide her, and this guidance would help her in the long term. So they just need some extra skills, they need some extra work when it comes, for example, to the lack of public speaking. But you can see it all based on this matrix. So we can provide a better support for the people around you. You can better understand them. You can better understand what problems they have in their life, their struggles. You kind of like you show empathy as well in some of the cases, because you just know, okay, that's what's happening. Now I know. Okay. I'm gonna move to your questions. I see that some of the questions here. May I ask what's the meaning of the middle position and the other four circled numbers? Uh, I'm gonna repeat myself one more time. I actually just finished going through the whole circles and explaining all the different numbers. Let's quickly go through them for those ones who joined a little bit later. Let's go one more time. The main one, the main in the middle in the position where I have number 5 here in yellow, it's your main energy, your character. That's who you are. That's your number. Like, this is my matrix. So my main number is number 5. It all comes to teaching, it all comes to learning. So I actually do like to teach. I like to learn and educate myself as well. So that's the main energy. That's your energy. That's how I say about it. Others, number 7, where you see the number 1, sorry. Here, that's why I put numbers. I was explaining them. This is the outside energy. That's how other people see us. It's a kind of a portrait who we are for the outside world. On top, number 9. Here is your main mission, the mission of your soul. Why did you come to this life? What do you need to understand? And this energy impacts all different spheres of your life. If you are good with that, you will be good with all the spheres in your life: health, relationships, career, money, personal care, and self love, right? It all comes to this top energy. Number 8, this one is your main karmic lesson when it comes to money. So if you are even doing everything right and you're working hard, but you cannot make money, you're struggling, you're not moving anywhere, or maybe you reached a certain level and you cannot achieve better results, you are stuck. Look at this energy and try to understand, is it in a positive side? We need to make sure that all our energies are positive, or right now it's in a negative side and that's why you are struggling. Number 7, 12, 19, and 7, all those in red, are your main karmic lessons. That's what we have here, right? And that's how we calculated them. All those energies are going to be given to you in this life in a negative way. That's why we need to make sure to make just to focus on them. That's where you're going to have some problems, some struggles. All those things are going to come to you in life. Even if you're doing great and those energies are positive, you're going to be tested later on in your life based on all those energies. And then green is money, and red 12, 19, and 7. You could see here, for example, it's love. Everything comes to love. And in the corners, those 4. Those ones, your connections with ancestors. The yellow line is your ancestor side from your that side, all men in your family, like your family tree, your family constellations. And 6, 5, and 17, it's all your main lessons when it comes to your moms and all women in your family. That's the main lessons all your ancestors needed to understand, and now you are responsible for understanding all those lessons and taking care of them. I hope it makes sense. Let me know if you got an idea. How can you determine the chakra system? Yep, I was talking about the chakra system. Maybe you can rewatch the live because I explained more. But in general, this middle part, that's why we have a lot of numbers here. That's all your chakras. So let's say number 5. I don't know if you are familiar with chakras. Let me know. Number 5 is our third chakra. That's why it's in yellow. The bottom we start with 7. Oops. It's our first chakra. And the top, as I said, it's a mission of your soul, right? It's connection with the absolute, with your true self, with the universe. That's number 9. That would be your last 7th chakra. So we have 7 chakras. So these ones are all the middle part, represent the chakra system, except number 19. Don't include number 19. But let's say 12 here. That would be your second chakra. That would be the third chakra. Number 19 would be your heart chakra, the fourth. 14 would be your throat chakra, how you can express yourself, your talents. Like the 14th, let me do it no, let's do it in blue for now. I don't really have a lot of options here. So the 14th would be your talents. That's how we can express ourselves, like to show ourselves. Your talents. That would be your throat chakra. And then 5, that would be your third eye chakra. And the 9th, it's your top chakra. Hope it makes sense. I know my drawings are a little bit messy. We've been having lots of fun here, and I've been sharing lots of information here. But I hope it makes more sense with the chakra system. That's why it's important to know all this numbers, all these energies, because that's about energies. Chakras are the energy centers inside our body, so we can understand better if we have some blocks. What do we need to do? Focus on this energy, which stands for this specific chakra. Mm-hmm. Any questions? Of course, we can have even more fun with all those numbers. You thought that that's it? No, we can have more. You can play around with it. Like, especially you just asked about chakras. You can also, because this is the main line in yellow, which I highlighted. But you can also put some here. You can put some here. It's also going to be related to chakras, and some here, and but you just don't need to know all of that. That's too much. That's overwhelming, especially like, for example, this inner corners of the squares. I don't really talk about them when it comes to the sessions with people. Like, okay, you are aware of them. Let's say for me, I have this 17 in my outside energy, like 17, my karmic lesson when it comes to the all woman in my family. Okay, I am aware of it. So what I'm gonna do now? It's just like sometimes you don't need yeah, those numbers are here, but just don't overcomplicate it. It's already enough. That's why I say the most important numbers for you would be what we have here right now. Even like if I delete this ones, but we will use them later on. They're actually useful in calculation. I'll show you which ones. But this ones, and even if I probably remove this ones just for now, those ones are the most important ones. You have how many? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? If I did my math correctly right now. So you need just 11 numbers, 10, 11, which can tell you everything, whatever you need, right? That's the most important numbers. But we can also go crazy and use and implement all of those ones as well. Does one number affect another? Yes and no. It depends where it is, like what it stands for. Let's say number 5 in the middle, it's your main number, right? It is important to understand it. It is important to know it. It's important to understand who you are, but it kind of stands separately. But because it's a part of you, it's who you are, as I just said. You're gonna use it when it comes to your money. You're gonna use it when it comes to your career, your karmic lessons, because without this energy, if it's negative, you're gonna struggle with your karmic lessons. You're gonna struggle with making money because you need to use it. That's kind of your strengths. That's what you need to use in everyday life. That's what you need to show to other people. But let's say outside number 17, it's not really affecting anything. You just need to be aware of it, and you just need to know it. The karmic lessons, they can affect everything because those ones are your karmic lessons. If you are struggling with them, if your karmic tail is all negative, What's the point of making a lot of money and working hard if you are struggling with your main lessons? Yeah, you're gonna work, but you're gonna work a lot and you're gonna struggle with actually making money, improving yourself, fulfilling yourself, growing, achieving goals. Mm, not really, because you do need to understand all the karmic lessons. So I would say the karmic lesson numbers, they are important and they do have an effect on everything what you see here. But in terms of if you have like something specifically you want to talk about, like specific how specific number affects another one, just let me know. I will explain to you better. Did I miss how you put in the number of dates of birth? Yes. You can rewatch it because I went through all numbers, how we calculate and put every single number. Okay. What we can also do here, one last trick. And as I said, oh, sorry. And as I said, why we gonna need this corner numbers, square around the square numbers. They can help us to calculate our destiny. That's the secret sauce. If you stayed that long, you're gonna know the secret how to calculate it. But we have three. We have three different destinies, things we need to do in life. The first one. The first one is from the age 0 to 40. Yeah, I know it's a huge gap. But when I learned it, I was so disappointed. Like in my opinion, it would be better to break it down from like 0 to 20, but maybe I'm gonna come up with some system later on. I just don't like it that it's from 0 to 40. I do believe that like 0 to 20, then 20 to 40 maybe, but 0 to 40, that's a lot. But the first one is 0 to 40 years old. Next one is from 40 to 60, right? You see here, there's a 20-year gap. That's what I wanted, but no. Then the last one is 60 plus. So what are we doing here? If you join later, but you want to calculate your three destinies right now, like your what you should do in life, your main destiny, your main mission, what you should do in life. You're gonna need, let me see which numbers you're gonna need. You're gonna need this line. You're gonna need these corners, as I said. And that's it. Because the third one is the sum of the first and second destinies. But quick recap. So you can calculate them further with me. How we quickly put these numbers. This 17 is your day of birth, the day when you were born. The top is the month. The number 8 is the year you calculate. You just need to sum of all the digits. 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 7. We only have 22 energies. That's why we don't go over 22. That's 22 max. If it's over 22, you have to add the digits one more time. So 2 plus 3 is 5, for example, if it's 23. 8 7, how do we get 7? We add all those numbers. 17, you see it here. 17 plus 9 plus 8 plus, that's it. It's 34. 3 plus 4 is 7. And the energy inside, you add all those numbers again. You already know that this is 34 plus 7, 41. 4 plus 1 is 5. That was a brief overview how to calculate it. So if you joined late, you can try quickly put all those numbers. That's kind of pretty straightforward. And you have all the calculation in the screen. I wrote them down, all the steps. So try to calculate right now if you joined late, and let me know if you are experiencing some problems. But I'm gonna move here. Mhm. Okay. First one. The first one is, as I said, we need to use this line. So what I do, I take 17, my day of birth, and I take the year. We have 8. 17 plus 8 is 25. 2 plus 5, 7. We get one number. Then we take the one which I highlighted in yellow. 9, the months now when you were born, plus 7. So we take two ends, right? If you can see, we take two ends. We take 17 and 8 as one number, and then we take another end. We take the top one, 9 and 7. Are we good? Let me know if you are struggling. Okay. 9 plus 7, it's 16. Now, what we do? Now, in order to get our number, our destiny number, what is our main mission until the age of 40? We need to combine both of them, to sum both of them. 7 plus 16. It's 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. Here we go. So let me know what number you got so I can help you to define it, what it means. But in my case, I got number 5. So until the age of 40, I'm supposed to teach. I'm supposed to get the knowledge myself, because this energy is both, like you are as a teacher and you are as a student. So until the age of 40, I need to get a lot of knowledge. I need to study. I need to get education, and I also need to teach and share my knowledge. So whatever I get, whatever I learn, whatever I study, I need to share it with the world. I need to express and give this knowledge to other people. So that's to say in brief. But as you could see, that's also my main energy. In many cases, you're going to get the same number as your main energy, as your energy in the middle of this whole diagram, or I don't know how to call it even, this whole drawing, of this whole chart. Oh, yeah, chart. That's a good word. So yeah, it's going to be the same one as in the middle in majority of cases. If not, it's totally fine. It's just the different mission you have to understand. So you have to understand yourself as well. Focus on yourself, who you are, what you should do in life. So it's also about learning more about yourself and your energy. Let me know if you calculated. Let me know what number you got. And if some people are going to watch it in the recording, just also you can write down your number and I can help you with that. So the second, I'm going to do it in another color. This number from the age to 40 to 60. So let's say the first one is about ourselves. We do it for ourselves. For yourself. As I said, you need to learn more about yourself, about your energy, who you are, what you should do. Like for me, I need to learn a lot of things in general. Uh, then the second one, when we now know everything about ourselves, we do it for others. And that's our main mission and energy we need and should give to others. It's pretty straightforward how we calculate it. We just combine this energy from the first 5 plus, in my case, would be 5 again. That's the middle part, your main energy. It's 10. Something going on with my drawings. But that would be your main mission and things you need to do for others. What you should bring to this world, how you should maybe serve other people. In my case, it's energy number 10. It's called the Wheel of Fortune. It all comes to the enjoyment in life, bringing lots of great positive feelings, emotions, helping people to do what they truly want, what they truly like in this life. Is if we just say it in brief, because I don't want to talk a lot about my specific energy. But if you know your number, you can let me know and I can help you to understand it. Last one, let's do it in yellow. This is for your whole life in general. Your main one, the main energy which you need to understand in your whole life. Probably, as I said, we just need to combine this to 5 plus 10. It's 15. The devil. The devil is about helping other people to deal with their negative behavior traits, with the devil and all the negative and darkness inside of them. Helps them with addictions, maybe. Accept people the way they are as well. That's what is needed. No matter what, don't try to change anybody, right? And that's for the 15's energy from my side. Okay, let me read the comments and see what you got. Hey, my 0 to 40 years old number is 9. Can you tell me what it means? Number 9, it's called the Hermit. The Hermit is all about wisdom. It's all about getting the knowledge, learning, educating, analyzing, doing research. It's all about learning. It's also like definitely for yourself. It's about learning about yourself, right? And it's a lot about the spiritual journey. It's a lot about spiritual practices. So I do highly encourage you to do meditations, practices, listen to your intuition, listen who you are. That's also another side that the hermit, he is by himself and he enjoys time by himself. So my main advice for you would be is that try to enjoy the time with yourself. Try to enjoy time when you are alone your main lesson is that you should enjoy that, not like saying, oh, okay, I'm worried, I'm scared to be lonely until the rest of my life. No, try to find the peace and clarity when you are alone. So for you, it's very important to spend more time by yourself, study, educate yourself, get more knowledge, dig deeper into the subject, analyze, research, because you can do that. You are capable of that. Like those people with number nine, those are the wise and the smartest and the most intelligent people. The main problem can be sometimes what you need to learn as well is that you can be arrogant, and sometimes you can think of yourself too much. So that's you should be careful with. So if you deal with other people, don't think that you are the smartest, because you may have it. Oh, I'm the smartest, I know better and everything better than other people. I'm tired, I don't know anything. Like, oh my god. You should be careful with that. Try to help other people to know something, educate them, share your knowledge with them, and go to this world. And don't keep all your knowledge, all your studies just for yourself. That's your main problem. You shouldn't do that. You should go and share it with other people. So if you study, if you learn something, please share it with others. And that's very, very important. But yeah, number nine is very wise and very deep and very mm, like those people, they can understand things better than others because they just dig deeper into the subject, like research, analyze, and you are great in this. Yeah, and enjoy your time by yourself. Love spending time with yourself. It's gonna bring you clarity, it's gonna bring you peace, and it's gonna help you to make your mind more organized, for sure. Could you take my date of birth, March 16, 2003? You don't need to. We spent about hour and a half trying to calculate all of this. So I would encourage you to learn more, like maybe rewatch this whole recording to learn more about yourself. But 1603, 2003 is 16. Like, for example, your energy 16 is your outside number. So many people see you as a person who can, at the same time, destroy things and build things. So you can build easily things from scratch. You can easily start other things in a life, like new periods of your life. You are not afraid of this. Usually for as it's outside number, right? Other people see us from the positive side. So many people see you as a person who is capable to create and build something out of nowhere. You have this superpower, super skill that no matter what, even if something happens to you in your life, difficult period in your life, you can go through everything and you can start building new base, new structures, everything. And it's kind of that's why many people that's what many people see in you. That's what they like about you, that you are easygoing person. And in general, these people are good with building, like when it comes to your hands, like building something. It's also like landscapes, designs, work with your hands. You're good with that, like structuring. What else? Can be constructions as well. So you're good with that, and many people um, see that in you. That's if we you ask me to tell something, that would be something. But we need to go deeper and calculate all these numbers. But if you were born in 2003 in March, the main mission of the soul will be number 3, right? So you do need first to focus on your relationships with women in general when it comes to mom, women working with women. You may have some problems, some struggles, some difficult situations may appear in your life. So that's why you should focus on that. It can help you a lot. If you build a better relationships, if you have a great relationships with women, with your mom especially, that's the best you can do to affect all different spheres of your life. And you should, because it's Empress, she can know how to lead, she can know how to take care of other people. So she leads, but she leads so gently. She's not over controlling other people. So if you end up having your own business, which you could potentially actually do, it should be you should lead others, but you should lead it gently. Do not over control others. Maybe have other women supporting you in the business. That would be great. That would be amazing. Can you tell me for foreign chances for higher study? Okay, that's gonna be, but we can quickly calculate it. If we go 16, 3, that's my brief chart I'm trying to build. That's 5. Excuse me, my calculator. About 16 plus 3 um, plus 5, 24. So that would be 6. In the middle, 24 plus 6, it's 30. Oh, it's 3. So you have number 3 in the middle as well. So yeah, you do need to work on your relationships with your mom. Yeah, not much good with my mom. Every time she's angry with me. Yes, and we can see it here as well, right? Because you have the number 3 twice. So yes, you will have some conflicts because you need to. That's your main lesson. You need to build a better relationships with her. And if you do, I know it's hard, and if you do, you you're just gonna do better in life in different spheres, in your personal relationships especially. Like if you when it comes to love relationships, the better relationships you're gonna have with your mom, the better relationships you're gonna have in your romantic relationships with other people. That's your karmic tale. That was my just express calculation for you, Harsh. You asked about the foreign chances for higher education. I don't really see here that you are moving to different places, to different cities. Um, like for you, education in general is important. Like in order to succeed in terms of your money and career, you need to focus on your education. You need to enjoy actually studying, and you should share this knowledge with other people. So you would be good at teaching, and as I said, you are good at leading other people and not over controlling them, but leading and managing other people. 9 plus 8. It's my express calculation. 17. So those 3 are your money related things. So lots of wisdom, as we just talked about the number 9, right? Also finding time by yourself. Whatever job and career you're going to do, you need to find time by yourself, focus on yourself. So it's not just about other people, but maybe researching and studying more and digging deeper in the subject. Analyzing can help you a lot. Um, Number 8, anything related to law. I don't know what your interests are, but anything related to law, to justice, um, police, or the government, or anything like that. Understanding cause and effect psychology as well, actually, could be. If you're into it, that would be good for you. And 17, we talked about the 17. It comes to be around people, be the star, because that's the star, showing yourself to other people, networking, public speaking, performing on stage or online, YouTube, blogging, whatever it could be. You're going to be good at that, and you can try it. Yeah. Let me know how you feel about these numbers. That was brief. You asked me to tell you something. That was my overview, a brief overview of some of your energies. Regina, mine is the 15th. Your 15th. Where do you have number 15? Number 15. Which part of your chart is number 15? Your destiny. What we just calculated. Oops, calculated here for yourself. You have 15, or where do you have number 15? Let me know. I'm born on November 8th, 2006, and I'm wondering if I should major in literature or international health. Could you give me any advice on that? We can briefly do that. Also, look at your money line, what you have there. Regina, I see November 15th. You meant 15th, your day of birth. I'm going to get back to you in a minute. Thank you. November 18th. Okay. Let's quickly try. That would be 8, 11, 2006. That would be 8. I got my calculator next to me. It was 11 plus 8, 27. That would be 9. 9, 36. That would be 9 as well. So you have a lot of 9s. I see. 9 plus 8. That's 17. It's 18. 18 plus. 9 and last. $35. That would be 8. And 8 plus 17. 20%. I hope I got it right. Let me double check quickly. Let me know if your chart looks a little bit different. So for the money, we have 17, 7, and 8. And your question was literature or international health. You can study both because you just naturally have this ability to to study and get all the knowledge, and you can learn and memorize a lot of different things. But it depends what you gonna do. Like if it's literature, so what are your future career goals for literature? What's important for you is that you do need to be around people. So if it's literature and performing, acting, that's for sure is yours. That's why I major in literature, because that would be great. Like acting, performing, that would be amazing for you. 7, not really literature and international health. None of those. I don't see health here. For health, we do need, like, if you come into international health, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to save people's lives or animal lives, you do need number 12. It's that desire of actually serving other people. It just depends what are your future career plans. Like we can major in one thing, but in terms of career, what do you want to do specifically in terms of career? And number 8 can be psychology, can be 2 for number 8. And literature can be 2 for number 8. So I would say literature is more close to you as of right now as international health, but it depends on international health. Like if you want to be a doctor, like what kind of doctor or what is the plan, right? But literature, I do see literature um, just suiting you a little bit better than international house. Harsh for foreign chances. I mean, you always have a chance, right? If you're just talking in general about moving to another country, right? Let me double check your chart, your date of birth. 17. I missed, I think, one number. 17 plus 8. Yeah, 7. You have one more here. So it's for you, 17. I know. You know what's funny? I always say that when you start doing numerology, you're going to see the same people. Same people are going to come to you with the same ideas. What we see here, we just did harsh, and we just did, I don't know, sorry how to pronounce your name correctly, like the 07 le. Tell me how I should, please tell me how I should call you if you have a shorter name. The person who was born on November 8th. You see, guys, what's happening here? You have the same career. It's, if you start doing numerology, you're going to see the same people coming to you. That's just the magic how it works. It's just, I've seen it so much. I do have some people, some numbers, for example, when it comes to my sessions, I see very often, but for some, I don't really see them coming like once or twice in my whole career. But yeah, you know, that's very funny. That's why for foreign, harsh, you're asking foreign, you can move for work. Potentially, if you want to move for your career, there is a perspective, a potential, a good chance of moving because of your work. I don't see it for like education specifically, like or life, but if you move for work, there are foreign chances of moving abroad for work for your career perspectives. Yes. Regina, thank you for waiting. I'm back to you. November 15th, 1979. 15th, it's the devil. Like if when you ask that yours is 15th, their outside number, how people see you, those people are very attractive. Those people, they just have this energy which attracts other people, like charisma or how they look, how they behave. Like other people, they want to be around them. They look great. They attract others. Like sexually, like different emotions, different feelings. So majority of people see you, 80% of people, they see you that way as very attractive person with great behavior traits, right? Very strong behavior traits, that you're a strong person, that you can do lots of great things. But it's a devil. Devil has and shows lots of negative sides in us, like also dark things in us. So just be careful. Focus on your aggressive behavior traits, for example, negative behavior traits, the aggression, different addictions, alcohol, drugs, or whatever it could be. Because the devil, he wants to see and show this darkness in us. He wants us to use it. So that's why focus on that. Remember about that. Do not get into the devil's plans. Focus on whatever you're doing, right? And focus on negative behavior traits. Focus on your life. Focus on your emotions, because devil, it's very emotional. Because sometimes you can be like a roller coaster. One day you're up, one day you're down, one day you're happy, one day you're sad. So it can go back and forth. And it's also about fears. So fears may stop you from moving forward, stop you from achieving things in life. They can control over you. Like some of your actions, maybe not because you truly want them, just because your fears took over you, and you made your decisions based on your fears. That's not what you truly maybe want, but because it was impulsive, emotional decision, because you are afraid of something, let's say. That's briefly about the devil, the 15th energy. You ask me, that's how outside people, how they see you. Harsh. That's a difference between I'm a little bit confused. Harsh, if you could elaborate more on your question, but your desire of foreign studies or foreign chances or moving abroad, you do have all the chances, you do have all the opportunities. You just need to set up a clear goal for yourself. If you set up a clear goal based on the energy number 7, because that's very goal oriented, you do need to set up a clear goal, and you need to have a clear vision and clear plan. Okay, if I'm moving abroad, if I'm going for higher education or for work, you do need a clear plan. Okay, this is where I am right now. I need to move to point B. How do I get there? You need to do this, you need to do this, and this. You need to have a clear plan. You need to be active, very active, not just passively sit and wait for the opportunity to come, but you need to be active. You need to move, you need to do something in order to move. But yes, you can move. You have these chances, and it would be good for you in general to, when it comes to your work, to travel to different countries, go to different business trips, not just work from one place, but like moving from place to place. But you need to have a clear vision. Where am I going? What do I want? If you have it, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get whatever you want. Just make sure you get it. In terms of setting it up and planning it and having a clear vision, where are you going? Regina, right? So true. Thank you for that. You're doing a great job explaining it. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your questions. I hope it makes sense what we've been doing here, and you kind of got a better idea and you learned something about yourself, some things. I know that we have 22 energies, right? And that's a lot. If you want, we can go through the names of them, because I don't think I can explain all of them right now. It's going to take hours of explaining all of them. But the first energy, I have a video on my channel explaining the first energy. I started explaining it. It's called the Magician. The magician will only see it if the person was born on the first day of the month, or if person was born in January. We're not going to see number 1 anywhere else, just because of the calculations. It's just not possible to get number 1 anywhere else. Number 1 is magician. Number 2 is the high priestess. We also had the same idea with number 1. We only going to see it if person was born on the second day of the month, or if the person was born in February. Number 3 is Empress. That's what Harsh had in his number. Empress. Number 4 is Emperor. I don't think anybody, personally, I don't have number 4 anywhere, but maybe if you have number 4, let me know. Number 4, it's Emperor. Number 5 is, how we call it specifically. Number 5, it's, as I said, it's teacher and a student. We call it, using one word, Hierophant. But it's all about these relationships, being a teacher and being a student. Then the number 6 is the lovers. Probably you can get those people are very lovely people. When the energy outside of them, very lovely, very chatty, very bubbly. They're very cute the way they look. Number 7 is the chariot, or I also call it the warrior. It's all about moving, it's all about leadership, it's all about success. It's all about showing yourself who you are and being a leader. Maybe I'll make it some go for now while I'm just going through the energies, and you can write all your questions in the meantime. The number 7, I just said, it's the chariot. Number 8 is the justice. We also call it the karmic justice because number 8 is all about the cause and effect. All things you do in life, there's specific costs, why it's happening to you, and there's an effect. So those people, they need to understand. Like for example, I have number 8 in my money side. Those people, they need to understand that everything's happening for a reason in their life. If something is wrong, that's not because of whoever or whatever it is. It's just because of their action only. There's no one to blame, and they shouldn't fight for justice or anything. It's just because of them, and that's their problem only. Number 9, the hermit. We talked about it, and many of you have number 9. I have number 9 because I was born in September, and I talked a lot about it. Number 10, it's a wheel of fortune. Very easygoing people. Everything is going very lucky people because it's fortune. And many people see them as like, yeah, things are given so easy to them in this life. Everything goes smoothly, but that's how people see them, right? It's not always the way it is. People go through all their own problems and struggles in life, but that's how others see them, as people with a luck and fortune, to make it brief. Number 11, it's called the strengths. People, they're very strong. They look physically fit, good. Many of them, like if we have them in a karmic lesson or in money, they're like personal trainers, fitness trainers. Anything comes to health, to like nutritionists as well, would have number 11. Because they have a lot of strength, they have a lot of power, they have a lot of resources, they have a lot of energy. And sometimes they start being so pissed and frustrated with other people because they're so slow. Because people with number 11, they're fast, they're doing everything fast, they're very efficient. And because they are faster than others, they start saying that and blaming other people and getting frustrated. Why you're so slowly? Why taking forever? If I'm going to do it by myself, you can do it. And that's people with number 11. Number 12, it's called the hanged man. It's all about the sacrifices that these people make. It's all about that they're willing to do a lot for others. They're serving. It's about service to other people. The main problem with that people that sometimes they care too much about others and they don't take care of themselves. They need to focus more on themselves and love themselves and not only give it to other people only, because sometimes they become victims of all of their own actions, and because they cannot do something, they're busy or they have to study or to work, but they're going to help other people, and because they're helping other people, their projects, they miss deadlines or they're late for work just because they wanted to help others. They didn't think about themselves right now. They thought about others, and they become victims of all their own actions and decisions. So those people should clearly know how to say no to others, and set up the boundaries. If they don't want to do something, if you don't have time, they should clearly say, okay, no, I'm not doing that. Like, for example, I have this number in my karmic lesson, right? So the main lesson for me would be how to say no, because sometimes I do sacrifice myself for other people, and I do a lot for other people. But sometimes I like, I need to do something for myself as well, probably. Yeah. That's how you can see this number 12. 13, it's called the death. So it's all about transformation. If it's outside number, those people, they're gonna look different. They like transformations. They like making changes to their hair, to their style, makeup, whatever it is. They like to experiment. They like, if it's inside their number, like inside the middle number, they like extreme sports, like having these feelings and emotions between life and death. They do love all those emotions, extreme adrenaline. They need that in their lives. I've met a lot of people with the 13th energies who are stylists, hairdressers, as I said, like making completely something different, something unique, extraordinary. So they need this transformation in their lives. They always need something new in their life, new emotions, new feelings, new clothing, new style. They do need that. 14th, it's called the temperance. Very calm, easygoing people. Sometimes can be slowly. Like if we combine the person with 11th energy and 14th energy, oh my god, the person with 11th energy is going to be so frustrated. I don't know how they're going to live together, because 14th, they're so easygoing, slowing. They're very patient. They're very calm, but sometimes the speed, it can be slow because they live at this present moment. They are chill. They're very artistic people, so it's great for those people to do arts, design. They kind of have this sense and feeling of style, of beauty. It's inside of them. They can see things visually, like have vivid dreams, for example. That's for the people with 14th. 15th, it's the devil. We talked about it when I was talking about Regina, right? The 15th, very attractive people, but sometimes can be roller coaster, can be emotional as well. They need to focus on some of the bad habits as well. Maybe get together with a person with 11th energy who has a lot of good habits when it comes to health. And you can learn from each other, for example, that. But yeah, that's 15th. 16th, it's called the tower. I talked about it as well earlier today in this live. Those people, they're good at building and changing, adapting to new situations in life, getting rid of some things completely, like literally rebuilding everything from scratch, living in a new job, starting another one. They are good when it comes to difficult and different life circumstances. They're good at starting something and building and going and building this basis and building bricks by bricks. And in general, they're good with their hands, building, like doing landscape design, for example, or doing construction works. If you have the number 16s in money, so those people can make a lot of money in construction sphere, for example. 17. 17 is the star. I also talked about it because when I was talking about my number, because I have 17. So those people should be, and they like being outside in public. They like attention. They like communicating, networking, and it's good for them to network. It's a star. So people want to be the star. They want to express themselves. But the problem is that sometimes they may think too much of themselves. Sometimes they may look at others from the top, right? Thinking, oh, I'm the best, I'm the star, and you're no one, right? And I'm better, and I'm better at this, and I look better, and I'm just better expressing myself than you are. So that's for the 17th. Very chatty, networking people. People love talking to them. Like it's easy for them to communicate with the people with 17th energy. It's easy for them to build connections in general and find discussions with anybody. Like these people can talk with anybody based on any topic, on any conversation, like whatever, like whatever is happening right now. 18th, the moon. And the moon, it's also about art, but it's more about how people can express themselves visually in photography, in design, makeup artists as well. Like it's all about different types and forms of art. They're very artistic as well. They are good looking as well. They can attract people. They're very like you could see them. They're very lovely as well. They attract others in terms of, because moon is basically the light and the darkness, right? So the people who are the moon, they have this light inside of them to bright and shine for other people. But there are a lot of fears inside of them. They are afraid of so many things, but the problem with the 18s in comparison to the 15s, 15s they can be afraid, but it's all good, they're going to deal with that. But with the 18s, all whatever they're afraid, it's going to turn into the reality. All their thoughts and thinking can literally turn into the reality, like so fast. So that's why those people should be very careful with their thoughts. They should always have the positive attitude in life, but they can struggle with that. Sometimes they can be very negative, but if they know what they want, and if they need to clearly identify what they want in life. They should clearly come up with the goals, with the vision, and go towards that. But if they're afraid of something and they continue doing that, okay, I'm gonna fail, they're gonna fail. The people with 18's energy, they gonna fail, because they are afraid. Whatever they're afraid of, it's going to happen to them in their life. 19s in comparison to sun, very bright people, very energetic people. The sun, I would say, even more energetic than 11s. But 11s energy people, they're just active in terms of like how the speed. But the sun, they're just active in terms of how they shine, and they're bright in general. They're very bright people, very positive people. You do feel this energy coming from them. Very lovely, very kind people. They need to be leaders. They need to have people, and people should follow them, and people want to follow them because everyone wants to be next to them. Everyone wants to be next to their energy, because they are just great people with a great vibe, and they also very good with kids. So it's a good people like teachers who work with kids in kindergartens, for example, in daycares. They can take care of everyone. They can find things to do and activities for everyone. Those people are good at organizing like parties, events. They are very good at that, and they can bring this positive and active attitude to everyone. Number 20, the judgment. Those people, they need to have a good connection with the family. So in general, when you see the outside energy, how do you see those people? They have, like, in the positive side, they have very good relationships with the family. The family values, everything is important for those people. They maybe do business together with their families, and it's good for them. Those people are good at analyzing information, researching, working with data, like in data science or data analytics. They are good at this. And in the negative side, people don't want to be part of the family. They left the family. They don't communicate with their family. That's the negative side of the energy. So for those people, it's very important to have a good connection with the family, with ancestors, know the whole family, who they are. They're part of what family, what's happening, what is their position in the family. So that's very important for the people with 20s energy. And 21st energy, it's called the peace. And it's very peaceful card. Those people are very peaceful. Those people need to work with different cultures, with different traditions. It's good to travel, in general, work around the globe. Don't limit themselves just for the specific industry or specific country only. The more they travel, the more people they communicate with, they work with, it's better for them. Like outside, people see this person as very easygoing, like easy to communicate, build connections. Those people, many of them, they know a lot of languages, like different languages they can speak. If they don't, they just missed a lot of great opportunities, because for them, traditions, cultures, just going outside of comfort zone is very important for them. Like, they always need to step out. If they get comfortable, it's hard for them to grow, but they need to do that. And last but not least, it's 22nd energy. It's called the Fool. The Fool is all about freedom. So those people, freedom for them is very important. If we see this energy in job, in the material, in the finance, money line, they need to have a job. They cannot work in the office. They cannot work for anybody. They just want to be their own bosses. They want to have their own business. And that's for the people with 22nd energy. Like, freedom for them is very important. Freedom of choice, freedom of movement, going anywhere, traveling, doing whatever they want. They don't care about others. That can be a problem sometimes because they're not serious about life. They take everything easy. Like, this childish, immature behavior can be in the people with 22nd energy. That's the negative side of the energy. So they need to grow up sometimes and take control and full responsibilities for all their actions, and take things more seriously, because sometimes just like, whatever, I don't care at all. It is what it is. So they definitely need to be more, as I said, responsible, and especially when it comes to working and collaborating with other people. But that was 22 energies. Let me know if you have any questions. That was kind of brief overview of them. I hope you kind of got a better picture of who you are now. You learned something new about yourself, about your energies, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Okay. 1303, March 13th, 2003. Tell me for chances this job of my friend. Oh, this date of birth of my friend. I'm not gonna go right now again calculating different dates of birth in different charts. But what you need, Harsh, you can try calculating it yourself. Okay, let's quickly do it. I guess my 12th energy is in the game. 13th, 3, 5. They're almost the same. Your dates of birth are very close to each other. But what we need to look when it comes to moving to different countries, it's either the energy 7, what you, Harsh, for example, have, or it's 21st, what I just talked, that the person, they need to work abroad with other people. Okay, 13 plus 3 plus 5. Okay, now we get 21. Here you go. So your friend can move potentially, and he needs, because it's in, I don't know if it's he or her, or which gender it is, but this person can move and needs to move to another country and needs to work with people from abroad and from different countries. 21 plus 21, 5, 6, 6, 6 plus 21, 27, 9, 9 plus 21, 3. You kind of have, you share some similarities with your friend Harsh, I see. But yeah, you can move together with your friend. You guys are good. Harsh, if you need some support, your friend is good. But for you, it may be easier to move than for your friend. It's just like your mindset. Like, for you, mentally, it would be easier. But your friend, maybe even he or she doesn't want to move, but they will be forced to move, and they need to step outside of the comfort zone. Like, your friend can be he is very close to me. So for him, it can be very hard to step outside of the comfort zone. That would be the main problem for him. So if he is willing to move, yes, he has good chances of moving, and he needs to move. I would highly encourage him to move to a different country and get a job or education in a different country. That would be good. But he's just afraid to step out of the comfort zone. Expand those boundaries, expand those kind of, I don't know, like the boundaries, whatever he set for himself. Hi, I assume the meaning of each energy is affected according to the position. If so, how can someone work, for example, energy 14s in money? Yes, you are totally right. The meaning of each energy, it is based on the position. Where is it here? Like there is a general information about it, like the name, like what is it about, what kind of person is it? Yes. But if we talk about money, as I said, 14's energy, those people are very artistic. It depends on the position. If it's your first number, like for example, I have 13s. Let me see. Like 13s. If it's your first number, let me increase the screen. If it's your first number, your 14th number is the first one in your money. That's the most important one. Or if you talk about the karmic lesson, let me know where is it. But if you talk about like where I have number 13s, that's kind of what types of jobs you need to do. So for the people with number 14s, the money will come to you through the art and different forms of art, like painting, drawing, also maybe acting, but it's more about drawing, painting, and design types of job. It's also all different jobs related to health systems, being a pharmacist, work in biology, with different herbs, maybe traditional medicine, traditional like Chinese medicine or holistic medicine would be good as well. Anything related to nature, what was the energy of water, for example, as well, because the 14th energy is all about nature. Those people, they like being outside of nature, and I always highly encourage them to spend more time outdoors. And what's important for you with the 14th energy, what can potentially stop you from earning more money, what can block this energy, is that for you, it's important to truly enjoy it and truly love whatever you're doing. Like it should be your peaceful place, your like activity, your job for your soul, like that you truly love it, that you enjoy it. You do whatever your soul wants to do, like you lead with your heart. Like so for you with the 14th energy, please lead with your heart. Don't force yourself doing things you hate and love and you don't like it, because with the 14th energy you always will be getting some situations where the life will test you and actually ask you, okay, are you sure you're doing what you love? Are you sure you truly enjoy it? Are you sure that's what you want? Do you like it or not? That's with the 14th energy. I'm not sure if your 13 is between 8 and 15. I don't have 15. It's 5. I know some of the drawings already got messy. But yeah, if you talk about this, we have 3 money energies, right? It's just their top 3. I hope it makes sense. But as I just told you about the 14th energy, it would still apply to you. That's very important. But money, it's this green line. This green. I'm trying my best. I cannot zoom, unfortunately, but that would be your money line. Like this green 7, this 20, and this 13 would be your money lines. Any questions? I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes for the questions, and I will wrap up this live. While maybe you're typing your energies, while you're trying to still calculate your energies, um, this live is going to be saved and you're going to have a recording of it, so you can always rewatch it and double check and calculate the numbers again. Got it. In this case, my money is 22, 11, and 7. So yeah, if your number, the first number is 22, where I have 13, if your first number is 22, so for you, as I said, freedom is important. Working for yourself is important. But the money is in 14s. I'm getting confused. Let me know your date of birth. Please write me your date of birth and we will see. Where is number 14? Where is 22? Where is 7? Where is 11? I will quickly create a chart for you and we will find the right places for each energies. Yeah, just type your date of birth and I will calculate. I will remove all this. In the meantime, okay. April 25th, 1975. Okay. 25th would be 7, 4. Let me calculate it quickly. All the numbers 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5. 22 is here. That's different. That's your karmic lesson in money. That's a little bit different. So 7 plus 4 plus 22 would be 33. That would be 6. 39, that would be 12. 12 plus 22. 7. I see 7. We're close with you with the numbers. 18 plus 25. That's 7 again. And 7 plus 7 is 14. Right? Let me double check. So you have 7, 14, 7. So you have number 7 being repeated. I'm going to quickly double check one more time. So it's April 25th. 1975. Yep. Yep. All correct. So, yep. You do have number 7 being twice. So for you, your money, it's 7, 14, 7. So because you have number 7 twice, it's super important. There's a double importance in your number 7, right? 22, as I said, it's your karmic lesson in money. So if you are not feeling free, if you're feeling like limited in your actions and the way you express yourself, you're gonna struggle making money. You're gonna struggle in general in your career. If there are limitations, if you have a lot of people telling you what to do and how to do, and you don't feel free in your choices and your decisions, you're gonna struggle a lot. But the main number 7 when it comes to money in terms of your career, as I said, it's called the chariot, and those people are leadership people. They need to be leaders. And as you can see, also you have number 22, right? The freedom. So you are definitely not meant to work under somebody. Like, you just can't. You need to come up with your own plans, with your own strategies, with your own goals, and need to be your own leader. So you are a leader for sure. You need to take a manager level position, and you need to lead other people. So all jobs related to the manager roles, all jobs that need to be active when there are different movements, like going somewhere, moving somewhere, anything related to the speed, like driving as well. Like, if you want to do for your life, I don't know, that could be good with any types of transportations, anything like that, or traveling in general a lot for your job, organizing different events, different things, activities, like something active. You do need to have an active job. Different sports, if you do sports, active lifestyle would be great for you. Maybe lawyer is good for the money as well, but you just need to manage other people, be a leader, show yourself, truly know what you want, mm, show your position, argue, express your opinion, express your values, and always have something new in your job. But be a leader, organize events, organize whatever is happening. With the number 14s, as I said, it is related to art, right? To the design, to the artistic. Maybe have your own art studio or design company or consulting company for the design and art, or anything related to health or medicine, like herbs. That could be one of the ways as well. Yeah. If I knew more exactly what you're doing, maybe we can like elaborate on that more. But yeah, that's your energies to tell in brief. Last question, and we're gonna wrap up. Oh my God, working on my freedom finally. Yes, please work on your freedom and tell people to not limit you and express yourself. And I love writing and teaching. Yeah, you like, your main energy is number 12, right? And as I said, these people, they like serving others. They like do a lot for others and work with others and serve others and teach to other people. But if you don't have, thank you, you rock, thank you. Then I just like thank you everyone for joining and for asking your questions and participating. I really appreciate you. Appreciate all your support, all your trust, and you can always feel free to leave a comment once this live is over. You can watch a recording, calculate it for all your family members, for all your friends to know more about them. And if you want to book a private session with me, I do host private sessions. It takes about 2 hours for me to go through all the numbers specifically for you, dig deeper. So if you are interested, you can always just leave your comment and I will send you some information about it. But yeah, usually about 2 hours. I use both matrix of destiny and fate and matrix of resources of my work. We didn't cover matrix resources today. It's a different topic, but I use both in my work because they kind of share some things and they complement each other very well. But if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. I would be happy to answer. And once again, thank you so much for watching this live, being part of this live, and asking your questions. I really appreciate that. And see you soon in my next videos, maybe in my next lives. Let me know if you like those lives. Maybe I should do them more often, weekly Q and A's. But yeah, I would appreciate your feedback if we should have more often on these lives. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Thank you again. Really appreciate all your questions and your support.